Alrighty. Vintage Masters. Let me change to my other. So I really like drafting Storm in this format. But there's a Goblin Pile Driver in this pack, and a Chain Lightning, and a Goblin Commando, and a Lightning Rift. And so, like, all of these cards are really good. I kind of like taking Pile Driver, but taking, like, Lightning Rift might be better. Whenever a player cycles a card, you can just shock. And it's not just you, it's whenever anybody does. Armadillo Cloak is also a really broken enchantment. We're gonna take Pile Driver. Okay, so we're gonna do Goblins. Let's see. We have a tapped Battlefield Forge at uncommon. Deftly, let's see. Skirk Drill Sergeant. Whenever another goblin dies, you can pay 3. If you do, look at the top card. If it's a goblin, put it on the battlefield. That's probably not awful. I should have went Storm. Gush, Temporal Fissure. Aftershock is going to be decent removal. I'm going to take Aftershock because it does destroy creatures, like red isn't supposed to do. Okay, Skirk Prospector can let us do something broken. Blazing Spectre. Okay, I'm going to take Prospector. Goblin General. Another Gush. Good lord. Okay, Ringleader. Ringleader is an amazing card to have come around to you. So we're going to take Ringleader. Sorry about that. I just realized I was supposed to end and restart the stream to have 2 different VODs, because some people are here just for the draft. It's probably a little more inconvenient for most, but we'll see what happens. If what I did just severely annoyed you, please contact me and let me know. Talarian Academy? This isn't a Phantom event. Like, is Talarian Academy worth something? It's worth 60 cents. Oh. We're having some stream difficulty. I'm going to take Talarian Academy. I don't think I'm playing it, but I don't know if I was playing anything in that pack. Plus, it saves me from having to pick one up later when I eventually play Vintage. I've been thinking about playing a lot of, like, maybe some budget Vintage decks, just for funsies, once I acquire, like, because Power 9 and stuff is pretty cheap on Moto. So, like, once you have Power 9, you just put 51 other powerful cards in a deck. And there's some really busted cards you can get for very cheap. Goblin Patrol. Wow, black and blue are just open. Wall of Diffusion. Block creatures with shadow. When it dies, exile it. Reanimate the top creature card. Destroy target creature, can't be regenerated, and they get a 1/1 instead. I'm going to take this because it seems like decent removal, and white is a decent aggro color to put into a deck with red. I'll take Mana Prism. Don't know that we're playing anything in that pack once again. Skirk Drill Sergeant is probably what we're taking. Could take Krosan Tusker, but I think we're just going to go aggro. Reckless Charge is kind of a decent card. We'll take it. I think we got cut slightly because we did have to pass a Chain Lightning in our first pack, along with another good red card that I don't remember off the top of my head. Take the random White Dork. Take the Giant Strength. And whatever this is. Diabolic to Naturalize. Naturalize Edict. What will they think of next? Okay, pack 2. We have Swords to Plowshares. Exile, Goblin General. The original sacrifice a creature. We could also take a shelter. Destroy all green creatures. That seems awful. I think I'm going to take swords. It's just really strong. Okay, we got a lot of cards in this pack. There's a Chain Lightning and an Aftershock. Goblin Goon. Goblin Commando is really good. We're going to take Chain Lightning. Want to do the burn thing. Deranged Hermit. It's kind of impressive. Pillaging Horde. What does this do? Sacrifice unless you discard a card at random. 4-mana 5/5. Falter. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. Radiant Judgment. I should have gone Storm. I've seen so many Storm cards. I'm going to take another Skirk Prospector just because it's an effect I want to have a lot of. Falter or Radiant Judgment might be better of an actual pick. Okay, let's see here. Baleful Force. That's a fun card. Ivory Tower. Gain X life, where X is the number of cards in your hand minus 4. Gilded Light. Addle. Choose a color. Rocky Tar Pit. We're not playing black, probably. We don't really have a lot of good cards in this pack. I'm going to take Addle. Ring of Gix. An Icy Manipulator with Echo that's slightly cheaper, but more expensive overall. Afterlife is decent removal. I think we take Goblin Matron, because it's a way for us to search up Pile Driver. We have lots of goblins. Lots of gobos. It's 3, 6, 9. We have 9 goblins. Choose a color. Creatures you control gain protection from the chosen color until end of turn. So that's a way to just end the game. And we do have a Swords to Plowshares, so like playing white is not out of the question. I think that's fair, because this can just let us swing in for lethal. We're going to take a Chroma's Blessing over the second Goblin Matron, which might be wrong. But it just seems like a strong card to me. Oh, also, disclaimer, I have really no idea how to be drafting this format, so if I do something that's very obviously stupid, please let me know. I really wish I had drafted Storm, because I've seen like turnabouts and stuff go by, and here's a Dark Ritual and a Tendrils. Whatever. We should try drafting Storm later. Take Skirk Prospector. Because more goblins, why not? Why not? .jpg. Fires of Yavimaya. Creatures you control have haste. Sacrifice it. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. This is something we could play that would reward us for going as wide as we're planning. Plus, haste on all your dudes is pretty good. We'll take a Goblin General. Not the best Goblin Lord, to be sure. Orcish Lumberjack. Not a card I think we would play. Death Reap Ritual at the beginning of each end step. If a creature died this turn, you may draw a card. Or Tranquil Thicket. I'm going to take Death Reap Ritual, but I don't think we're playing any of those cards. I'm going to take Turnabout just because I don't want to play against it on the off chance that we play somebody from our draft pod in this league. I guess Mesmeric Fiend is the card we'd be most likely to play. Yeah, we'll take Mesmeric Fiend. Goblin Patrol. It's just another Gobbo. Circular Logic and Tendrils went all the way around. Jesus. Sylvan Library. That's another reason to run green. We could just draw a bunch of extra cards at the cost of all of our life. Hang on a minute. I also don't think Sylvan Library is worth anything. No, it's not. It's worth 3 pennies. Really powerful card, though. Yeah, I'm gonna take Sylvan Library. Yavimaya Hollow, green, regenerate a creature. Goblin Ringleader. Seems like the kind of card I want to be playing. You can never have too many goblin ringleaders. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's how that works. Let's see, there's a wild mongrel, a sudden strength, desert twister, tangle, Dax duplicate. Clone a creature, it has haste and dethrone. No fixing, but that also seems like a strong card. I'm going to take this. It's probably wrong, but I'm going to take it. Realm Seekers. X is the total number of cards in all players' hands. Probably Hulking Goblin, honestly. I kind of want more 2-drops. And it's just a bear that can't block. Spark Spray also might be reasonable. Also not great. Wow, Turnabout Frantic Search. Really wish I had been playing Storm. And take Fires of Yavimaya. And a Cabal Ritual? Good lord. Tap all lands you control. It becomes a turtle. Take the Radiant Judgment. I don't know if that's good. Goblin Warchief. There's a card. That's the kind of card I want to be playing. Flowstone Sculpture. 2 mana, discard a card, put a 1/1 counter on it, or it gains an effect indefinitely. We're going to take the Goblin Warchief. Let's see. Might just take the Aberration for Forest Cycling. It is technically fixing, and we have 3 Skirk Prospectors already. Goblin Patrol. It's not good. Hulking Goblin. Just for the Goblin density. Random Goblin. So the way we want this to go is we want to have 4 goblins on the field by turn 3. And then cast like a Fires of Yavimaya. Cast a 5th or 6th goblin, and then sack it and kill our opponent. Don't know if that's going to be good enough. We'll take Tangle. You never know. You might need a Fog. Fog and attacking creatures don't untap. Seems pretty good. Oh, another goblin. Take Krovikin's Sorcerer. And Gilded Light inside. So yeah, let's run people over. Seems like a plan to me. We have 20 creatures. That seems pretty good with 2 ringleaders. I think I'm just going to cut the Elf Aberration. And then like a Goblin Patrol, just because I don't know how good that is with Echo. Maybe it's better than Hulking Goblin. We're going to do that and try and keep our curve as low as possible. We're going to do 5 forests and 11 mountains. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Alright, round 1. Here we go. We would definitely like to play first. Yeah, I think this is a good hand we'll keep. Start Prospector. Pass the turn. We draw a Reckless Charge. We'll play a Hulking Goblin and get in for 1. Getting in for 1. Opponent goes to 19, they untap. They play an island. They play a Wild Mongrel. Which is going to, I think, halt our advance. Briefly. Let's Reckless Charge this Goblin. if our opponent wants to block it and kill it, they have to commit a lot of resources. Like, they could have a bunch of Basking Root Wallas, which would suck, but like, if they want to discard cards to keep their Wild Mongrel alive, like, discard Deep Analysis. Basking Root Walla, sure. They still have to discard 2 more cards. They want it to stay alive. They could just want those cards in those positions, too. Okay, they trade. We're going to play a Sylvan Library. Pass the turn. Opponent's going to play a Mana War, sure. Gets rid of our Skirk Prospector, gets in for 1. We draw a Fires of Yavimaya. Let's see, what can we do here? We're gonna put back... We're gonna pay 4 life to keep a card. We're gonna play a Mountain. Play War Chief, Drill Sergeant, and pass. Opponent plays a Dream Pod Druid and enchants it with an Armor of Thorns. You get a 1/1. Put on top, put on top. Play a Forest, play a Prospector. Aftershock Dream Pod Druid. Pass the turn. So, Sylvan Library helps us set up for Skirk Drill Sergeant, potentially. Opponent flashes back Deep Analysis to draw some cards. They get in with Basking Root Walla, we'll take it. We take 3. Untap, we draw. Fires of Yavimaya. Oh, I read this as creatures you control get +2/+2. Not target creature gets +2/+2. Put on top. Put on top. Play Goblin General. Go to combat. Swing with everybody. Pump the team. Opponent wants to trade there. Decides against it. Nope. That's the one. And they're going to chump the War Chief. They're not going to chump. We put in Goblin Matron. We use her ability. So we can either get like Ringleader, Goblin General, or Pile Driver. And I think Ringleader is the right one to pick here. I guess we'll just take Goblin General. Why not, right? Okay, opponent is going to cast an Obsessive Search. They play an Edric, Spy Master of Trust. They get in for 1. We're not going to block. They draw a card. They play a land. We draw Ringleader Mountain. We're going to pay life to keep it in hand. Play a Mountain. Play Ringleader. Get another Ringleader. Rest of the bottom. Yeah, I think we just play General. Yeah. Yeah, we got him. Goblins! Goblins doing well. Yeah, we're just going to run it back. We don't really have anything good in our sideboard. If we play against something with absolutely massive creatures, then we'll probably bring in white and do like swords and stuff. In fact, that might just be better than the Fires of Yavimaya plan, but we'll see. Alright, yeah, we'll keep. We draw a Hulking Goblin, so play Goblin Patrol. Opponent cycles Lonely Sandbar, passes. They play an Aquamoeba. We'll pay the Echo. Play Prospector. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a land and Edric. We're losing a creature either way. So we're losing a card either way. So we're going to let them have a card because the board state's more important to me right now. We draw a mountain. Okay, well I think I'm going to take a turn off. And we're going to Aftershock Edric because, good lord. Get in for 2. Elephant Guide. Good lord. So much damage. We are going to block. Asking Rootwalla for our opponent. We get a Chain Lightning. Put on top of the deck, top of the deck. Play a Hulking Goblin. Play a Forest. We're going to Chain Lightning the Rootwalla. Pass the turn. This is a Factor Fiction. That'd make me really sad. It's a Repel. Put it on top of its owner's deck. Oh gosh, we have to redraw it and 2 mountains. Yeah, our opponents just got us. They just got us this time. Alright, so I think, given this information, we're going to make those cuts. Add 5 planes. Shoot. This is definitely a 16 land deck. Then we're going to add in Afterlife and Akroma's Blessing. Radiant Judgment might also be worth it. But we'll try this. Hopefully we don't miss that Sylvan Library too much. Alright, we'll play first. This seems like a decent enough hand. We'll keep. Unfortunately, no turn 1, though. I'm going to play Mountain. I go with Hulking Goblin. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Forest and their own Sylvan Library. We draw an Aftershock, which we might use to destroy a land this time around. If our opponent does not commit a creature to the board next turn, we're definitely blowing up a land if we draw a mountain. Opponent plays a Man of War. Bouncing Hulking Goblin, sure. We draw a Goblin Pile Driver. Oh, get in for 2. Opponent blocks, sure. I don't think we're going to take the risk on that. We're just going to play Pile Driver. Urnum Djinn. Genie? Jin? I think we're going to need to cycle this, because we need more red mana. I mean, that technically works too. Play Prospector. Swords. Get in for 1, pass the turn. Opponent plays an Aquamoeba and Edric. We draw a Mountain. That's good. So play a Mountain. Sorry. Chain Lightning to kill Edric. Go to combat. Get in for 1. Play Hulking Goblin. Pass the turn. It's going to be a really big pile driver. Opponent keeping a card in hand. Opponent's going to play a Triangle of War. Target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. They kill Prospector. Well, we drew another one. Yeah, we're going to Aftershock this. Get in for 5. We draw a mountain. This pile driver is going to, like, kill our opponent. Opponent Frantic Search. They go looting, they discard some lands. Okay. Deep Analysis, they're going to draw some cards. Obsessive Search. Play a forest. Alright, we draw. Hulking Goblin. Yeah, let's just play War Chief while there's no threat of a counterspell. Big damage. Opponent's at 2. They can't pay for Sylvan Library. And they scoop it up. We're 1-0. Seems pretty good. Moving on to round 2. Okay, round 2. Once again, on the play, we will keep. This seems like an okay hand. We'll keep this. Would like to draw a forest. Or more goblins. Pretty much anything but a mountain. So play Goblin Patrol, pass the turn. Opponent going to play a forest. We untap. We will pay the echo cost. We draw a Pile Driver. Oop, Moto is freaking out there for a second. Alright, go to combat. Hit for 2. Pass the turn. Okay, we draw a forest. So we're going to play Fires of Yavimaya. Get in for 2. This way, if we draw like one of our 7 1-drops, we're going to hit them for an absurd amount of damage. Opponent appears to be mana screwed or is intentionally discarding here. They discard a Benevolent Bodyguard. It looks as though they are mana screwed. We'll play a Ringleader. Gotta go try and find that War Chief. There he is! There he is. Go to combat. Hit our opponent for 4. They go to 12. And opponent scoops it up. We didn't even have to show them all the good stuff. So they're green-white, which might mean that instead of doing green for Sylvan Library Fires of Yavimaya, we might want to do white for Swords, Afterlife, and Radiant Judgment. Yeah, we're just going to run it back. We have 8 1-drops. 6 creatures, that is. I'm really tempted to keep this, but I don't think I can, even on the draw. Because, like, 1 land doesn't make this good, and our opponent kept 7. Okay, we will keep this. This is good. I think I have to put back a land here. Kind of feels a little awkward. Put back a mountain. Opponent starts with a forest. Oh, they mulligan too. Interesting. We'll start mountain. Pass the turn. They cycle a Tranquil Thicket and play a Plains. We untap. We draw mountain. That's really good. Play a mountain. Play Hulking Goblin. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Plains into a Brindle Shoat. Okay. We're going to play Goblin General. And attack. I know, order. Get in for 2, take him to 18. Opponent did not block. That's kind of interesting. They armadillo cloak their shoat. I would have blocked and put that on the token, quite frankly, because there's no way I would answer that. It's like 0. I think we have to chain lightning. It's kind of sad, but should have done that, you know, post-combat, because damage, but since when has Kano ever made good plays in his life? We do have Fires of Yavimaya to get through the boar if they block with it. They don't. Opponent's making some weird decisions. I do say so. Opponent plays a plains. They have another armadillo cloak. Brutal. Play ringleader. Well, that's pretty good. We get Goblin General, Goblin Ringleader, and Skirk Prospector. So play Prospector. Go to combat, get in for all the damage. I think War Chief would be our best top deck. Or Pile Driver, actually. Elephant Guide. They're going to make it an 8/8. Well, I think it's Aftershock or Bust, but hang on a minute. They're at 19. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. If my math is correct. Hang on. Let me do that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, they're dead. So we play War Chief, General 2, go to combat, send forth the Green Horde. And they're dead. Wow. I did not think we were going to survive that one. Woo! Round 3. Oh, 1 second. I have to go feed the dog. Oh no! I missed it by 1 second. I'm sorry, everybody. Porter needed his food, though. Oh, I'd love to play first. This hand is excellent. We will keep. We'll start Goblin Patrol. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a mountain. So we're going to pay the Echo cost. And go to combat. Attack for 2. Play Prospector. Pass the turn. Opponent is going to play a Phantom Nomad. Sure. So we're going to play Prospector and Pile Driver. And then next turn, we're going to like Aftershock and hit him for 1,000,000. Opponent plays Piana Nomad Captain. Whenever it attacks, attacking creatures get +1/+1 till end of turn. Sure. We get a Forest. I think we just keep going wide for now. Like, no reason not to. Opponent plays a Beetleback Chief. Something we wished we had gotten. You'd probably kill this. Pass the turn. We need a Goblin Chief. Okay, Sylvan Library's not bad. Play Sylvan Library. Pass the turn. We can start setting up 6 Skirk Drill Sergeant plays. Opponent's going to get in for 2. Untap. Sylvan Library. Always yes, always yield. I kind of want to keep all these cards, but I don't think we can just casually take 8 damage. Alrighty, pass the turn. They're going to power up Soltari Emissary. They're going to Aftershock Goblin War Chief. Sure. Get another Goblin. They get in for 2. We take it. We go to 13. We're going to do this now, while our opponent doesn't have enough red mana to reciprocate. And we're going to pass. I really like Drill Sergeant Sylvan Library interaction. Seems pretty powerful. Okay, Battle Screech is kind of annoying. I'm going to sacrifice Goblin Patrol. Pay for a Hulking Goblin. We're not going to sack anything else, though. Okay. What do we get this time? Oh, gosh. That's not really good. I'll put the forests on top. We'll play a mountain. Go to combat. Attack with the Hulking Goblin. Pass the turn. Opponent cycles Secluded Step, plays another Phantom Nomad. Taking a big attack in the air. No blocks from us. I think we're going to do this just to get 2 forests out of the way. Okay, Ringleader is super good. Play Ringleader, keeping Fires of Yavimaya in hand so that maybe we hit something off of our dig here. Get a Goblin General and a Goblin Patrol. Rest to the bottom. I'll take 4 in the air. Play Goblin Patrol. Pass the turn. Yeah, we have to. We have to pass the turn. Not sure how we win. Opponent's going to take us to 1 with the safe attack. And Kindle us. Yep, they got us. Okay, do we have anything for red-white aggro? Probably the white is better than the green. We'll also drop a patrol, I think. Try it like this. We'll play first. Almost. Much better. Not amazing, but better. We're gonna put back swords. I'm kind of sad, but I'll play a 2-1 for 1. Opponent starts by playing a paint. I can't talk anymore. I give up. No more English. Put the Goblin Patrol on parade. They play a Banalish Trapper. We are going to pay the Echo cost. Hopefully we draw land. We do not. Go attacking. Their opponent want to trade. They do. I take 2. Play Skirk Prospector. Pass the turn. We would really like another land. Another land would be golden. We did not get another land. Get in for 3. Opponent goes to 13. We'll play a Pile Driver. Opponent plays a Soltari Emissary. Okay, we draw a mountain. Mountain's good. Go to combat. Attack, attack. No blocks from our opponent. Play a Goblin General. Opponent's gonna get in for 2. We are not blocking. Ugh, Winds of Wrath. That's pretty bad for us. They were sandbagging a Wrath the whole time. Not what I expected out of red-white aggro. That's horrible, actually. Opponent gets a Beetleback Chief. And they have a Kindle for our only creature. So we're going to Matron for a Ringleader. Pass the turn. Mountain cycling out of them. They play a mountain, and here comes the Beetleback Chief. Just offering the trade? I don't think so. Ringleader for just the Drill Sergeant. Kind of unfortunate. We'll pass. Scourge of the Throne? Oh my god, what? Yeah, we're losing. I just don't think there's anything we can do about that. You get 2 combat phases. Untap all attacking creatures as an additional combat phase. What the ow. Oh, he's just attacking with the dragon, too. He's not going to attack with everything. Well, we put back swords, and we haven't drawn any planes. Why are you attacking with these now? You should have attacked with them the first time. I mean, whatever, I guess. We're still taking 8. Yeah, okay. Alright, you got me. Damn. Wow. Well, we were doing pretty good with goblins, and then we played against somebody whose deck was way crazier than ours. I mean, I punted a couple of times, I think. Yeah, no, I definitely punted a couple of times, but hey, their deck was really good. You gotta give them that. Alright, let's see. I don't have enough time to do another Vintage Masters draft, and I've only been streaming for about 2 hours total, but I have to go donate plasma to help pay for the Christmas presents I bought. So I'm really sorry for the short stream this time, but I'm going to see if I can make it up later. Maybe we'll do like a Friday night or a Saturday morning stream or something like that. We'll see. If you tuned in, thank you for tuning in. You're all wonderful people, and I hope you have a good night.